Welcome back to another episode of the Scholar Budget Podcast, where we help students like you to earn a debt-free degree and navigate finances. Who could have ever imagined that we would be tiptoeing into the summer so quickly? I love the summer for plenty of reasons, right? We get to go swimming, we go to the beach, we go on vacation, and it's a moment to rest. But this is also a really great time and opportunity for scholars like you to start the process to get the money to earn the debt-free degree. So let's have this conversation. Grab your notebook, grab your pen, your pencil, and take notes. But more importantly, make sure you take
You're listening to the Scholar Budget Podcast, where we teach you how to earn a debt-free degree, grow your money, and claim every opportunity with your name on it. I'm your host, Raquel Bartoli. Let's jump right in.
What do you have planned this summer? Have you even started thinking about the summer? Maybe I'm getting a little too ahead of myself, but I'm naturally a planner. I like to plan. I like to look at the future. I like to kind of see what's coming up. And I'm a big believer that, we make our plans and sometimes the good Lord comes in and he erases those plans because he has something better. But in this situation, I think it's really important that we start to do some planning, right? Because what happens is when students get ready to go to college, when they're in their senior year of high school, that's not the time that we want to be doing all the things related to scholarships. If you want to secure multiple scholarships, if your plan is to get as close to a full ride scholarship as possible, then it takes planning, it takes preparation, and it takes time. You don't want to find yourself receiving tons of acceptance letters and realizing that you haven't done the work to get the scholarships you need to help to pay for some of your education. And so, as we get ready to go into the summer, I hope you do have some time scheduled to rest. I hope you have some time scheduled to travel if you can, to spend time with your family, and to maybe get a part-time job if you're a student. All of those things are important. But I also want you to just cut out some time for the scholarship game. And so these are some of the things that you can do this summer to basically set yourself up for success when it comes to scholarships. And it doesn't matter what grade you're in. If you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or upcoming senior, these are all things that we can do. All right. So the first thing I want to encourage you to do this summer is to start building your list of scholarships that you want to apply for, no matter what the requirements say. Now, if you're a junior and you're looking at a scholarship and it says you have to be a senior, but you feel like you're going to qualify for it with all the other requirements, then I want you to put this scholarship on your list. You can basically open up an Excel spreadsheet or a Google sheet and just start listing the scholarship name, the website, the due date, and maybe some of the requirements. And so the reason why we want to build our list of scholarships is that when it's time to actually apply for scholarships, this is one less thing that you have to do because it's already been done. And of course, you can continue to add to your list of scholarships as time goes on, but we don't want to wait to the last minute to build our list. So go and start your research. You can utilize Google. You can go on bold.org. You can go on FastWeb. You can go on MyScholarly. Like there's a ton of resources, websites, and other ways to start looking for scholarships, including tapping into the resources at your actual school. Speak to your counselor or your CAP advisor, and there are a ton of amazing scholarships, opportunities, internships that you can start to add to your list, okay? In addition to building your list, you want to make sure that you have some community service under your belt. And the summer is typically a really good time to tap into that community service because there's less things on our agenda. And so be strategical. Where are some places that you would like to serve? Where are some places that you can use your talents and your gifts to help others? Maybe you like to work with children. You can serve at a daycare, at a summer camp, maybe with children as they're learning to play soccer, football, baseball, etc. Look at the skills and gifts that you already have and see where it's a good fit. Maybe you want to serve at a senior citizen home. Maybe you want to serve with a nonprofit. Or maybe you just want to create your own service project in which you look for a problem in your community, at your school, and you develop that solution. And I think that's phenomenal because it says a lot about your ability to be a leader, your ability to be a problem solver. Again, you don't have to do this by yourself. You can collaborate with your friends and do this project together. Okay. So list build with your scholarships. Find some time to serve in your community. Make sure you get that time documented on a sheet. Maybe your school already has a form that can be filled out, but you want to be able to show that you have served your community. And you can also ask for a letter from that organization. The next thing I want to encourage you to do this summer is to start requesting letters of recommendations from your counselors and from your teachers. And the reason why you want to start this is because it's always good to have a few already on hand in case during the summer you find some scholarship opportunities, or when the fall starts, you hit the ground running. You need a letter of recommendation and you know how everyone's busy, right? Schedules are being changed, counselors are meeting with new students, and it's a little bit harder to get that letter of recommendation. So now is a good time to maybe draft that email, reach out to that teacher or that counselor and let them know that you would like a letter of recommendation to have on file as you get ready to apply for scholarships. Now, you want to have a good letter of recommendation that really speaks to who you are, what you've done, and how amazing you are. And so, if you want to be able to get that from your counselor or from your teacher, your coach, or whoever you're requesting this letter from, your best bet is to give them a copy of your resume or brag sheet. Again, having your resume or brag sheet for whoever's writing that letter of recommendation will really help them to flush out a solid letter of recommendation, which is going to help you to get those scholarships. I'm a judge on a scholarship committee, a few scholarship committees, and I can tell you that that letter of recommendation really does help me to identify who I should be giving the scholarship to. And again, in order for you to get the best letter of recommendation possible, that resume or brag sheet is really important to whoever's writing that letter for you. And if you're not sure how to create a resume, again, you can Google it, YouTube it, TikTok it, like all the resources are out there. And you can also ask an adult, a teacher, a parent to just help you create a resume or a brag sheet, which is just talking about all the things that you've done. You're like bragging about, your accomplishments, the clubs you're in, the sports you're in, the honors you've received, the community service you've done, just putting it all in one place so it makes it easier for the person who is writing your letter. Okay. So just kind of recapping, we want to list build, work on our community service, start requesting those letters of recommendation, have our resume ready. And of course, I can't close this episode out without talking about this podcast. I started this podcast in October, and here we are in May, and it has been a journey. And I'm so grateful that I did this because I've learned so much in the process. And I know that many parents and students have learned a lot too. So if you're new to this podcast, and even if you're not, I want to encourage you this summer to go through the older episodes, especially if you didn't listen to them. Watch them, listen to them, take notes, and start identifying what are some things you can start doing right now to make life a little bit easier for you, especially you juniors who are about to be seniors. Senior year is a lot. I repeat, a lot. There's so many things going on, right? And so you don't want to wait until the last minute to figure out all the things. This summer is the appropriate time to get ready. Get yourself ready. Do some college tours if you can, but most importantly, let's get the things done that we just covered. And check out the other episodes because they are filled with so many gems and nuggets that are there to help you get ready to secure this money so that you can earn a debt-free degree. All right, friends, I'll see you again soon.
Hey there, I hope you were taking notes and you're ready to implement what you heard. If this podcast inspired you or helped you in any way, I would love for you to subscribe, follow, and share this with a student, parent, or educator you care about because sharing is caring. Also, your feedback means a lot. So please leave a written review of this show on Apple Podcasts. And if you ever want to connect outside of the podcast, you can find us at The Scholar Budget on Insta or the Book of Faces. So until next time, shine bright and put in the work so we can make those dreams a reality. Bye!